Hey, I'm not on the porch this time, but I had a chance to make a quick video, so I thought I would try to address some of the comments to my last video. I think I'm going to have to start these videos with, like, the mean tweet. The comments can get kind of silly sometimes, and I think it'd be fun just to read how negative people are. But anyway, I do think I should clear up some of the confusion and answer some questions. But in my video, I gave the scenario in my exit strategy of, somebody that had 20,000 XRP and what they might do. This is not financial advice, of course, and of course, neither any of my other videos. But in that scenario, the first thing that I made a mistake on was that, I said that I would, if I had 20,000, I would have 4 exit points where I would sell off 3,000 XRP each time. What I failed to mention was that leaves 8,000, of course, and that would be deliberate. If I had the 20,000, that would be my point. I would never sell all of it. I would wait to sell the last 8,000 when I really felt like, we had taken it to the top of the market, whatever that is. So those first 4 exit points would sell about 12,000 of the 20,000 scenario. So that was one point. Then another point would be something that I didn't mention was taxes. I gotta believe that sometimes you don't have to mention everything. I think everybody knows you have to pay your taxes. Of course you'd have to pay your taxes on your returns or any of your profits. And it depends if you take it as ordinary income or if you took it as capital gains. So there's that. Another one was that I did mention in it, that if you had sold 3,000 XRP at $10, that would be about 20,000. That would not be. Somebody corrected me. That is true. That would be 30,000. But this example still remains. I would have those exit points of, $10, $20, $50, and then, of course, $100. And the balance would stay there to see where it would go, whether we ever hit 589 or anything above or anything else. But anyway, I hope that clears some of it up. As far as, had an awful lot of positive comments where people would really like to maybe talk about and learn a little bit about how to maybe when they take some profits, large profits anyway, how they might roll that into the real world property and real world assets like real estate, whether it be residential or commercial. And I am so in favor of being willing to help anybody that's interested in teaching them how to get started, the entire process or what have you. And so I will plan to do some of that as much as anybody wants to. I love to build. Let's see, what else did others mention? One of our mean tweets, some guy was like, "How old are you, dude? You'll be dead by the time XRP, gets to $100. Anyway, people. Let's see, what else? I want to just appreciate everybody that's taken the time to make a comment, for one, and really appreciate, those that have, found little corrections that needed to be made. It's hard when you're just doing a video off the cuff, to remember everything you should say. But if I've missed anything, please don't hesitate to mention it. But I think another thing that's worth mentioning is that, not everybody's in the same place. Some people may have invested in XRP and maybe taken $3,000 that, was out of their business cash flow, more than entitled to do. They're a business owner. But they might like to see, they might like to take profits at $10 and get that initial $3,000 back plus, like in my scenario. if they spent $5,000 to buy 20,000 XRP and they sold 3,000 or 3,000 XRP when it got to $10 and took $30,000 back out, they can put that $3,000 back in their cash flow and again take the balance of that and either take profits. Nothing wrong with taking profits. Nobody says you have to wait till the entire end of XRP's maturity and the highest price before you can take any profits, because nobody really knows what that is. Everybody saw, the rise to 380 and then drop. I'm sure there's some people that probably would have wished they'd taken profits at 380. At least you're guaranteed some profits. So there's nothing wrong with getting your initial principal back and then having some profits, especially when, 80% of your XRP purchase is still intact. So everybody's in a different place. Some people are like, why would you ever sell if XRP is going to the moon? Well, because some people might need to have some money. It'd be great, to have, $300,000, all at one time or something when you sold it all at once. But sometimes $30,000 is like $300,000 to some families. And that win that's a good day. And so anyway, I hope you'll be a little sensitive to different people having different places where they might want to take profits. I was just simply sharing a potential strategy. Here's another strategy. Of course, you can hold every 100% of it until it's 589. Just whatever makes you happy. But I would just simply, that's not what I'll do. I have every intention of taking my profits in intervals and accomplishing specific things that will move my family forward and that will be big wins for my family, with a balance that's big enough that if it really moons, if it goes to 4 figures, boy, won't I hear about that in the comments. But if it went to 4 figures, then I'm still going to have enough XRP to have an amazing day to take profits. So everybody has different things. You guys are great. Subscribe if you want to learn more about real estate developing and or some of my crazy thoughts about, the world we live in, and retweet this if you feel so inclined. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.